20 scariest ghost videos. This next video comes from TikTok and was uploaded by user The Replay. It appears that the original video was recorded at a party somewhere in Mexico. Everything in the clip seems to be normal until something creepy is seen in the background.
Una amiga me mandó este video que grabaron en una fiesta.
The original recorder is panning around the party when they realize something very creepy can be seen in the distance. A spooky looking face appears to be peering out from behind one of the walls inside the building. Whoever or whatever this is retreats quickly after realizing they're being watched. Could this just be a regular person, or something much more sinister? Take another look and decide that for yourself. A bar called Saddlehorn out in Phoenix, Arizona has for some time now been experiencing what many would call paranormal happenings. At least 3 people have died inside the Saddlehorn bar over the last 100 years, and the owner and their employees think that these souls may not have ever left. Steve Couge travelled out to the bar over 10 years ago and reported on the place on behalf of ABC 15 News.
When it gets quiet, when everything's quiet and everything starts to settle, yeah, it gets kind of creepy.
Oh, does this video creep you out? The owner of the Saddlehorn bar says you're looking at ghosts. Calling in an expert to investigate, and employees have actually quit because of the sightings. Only on ABC 15, Steve Couge shares their stories with us.
Things that can't be explained.
In the last 100 years at Saddlehorn Bar, at least 2 people were shot and killed, and a young girl fell to her death.
It was so intense.
Jimmy Olaguez is convinced his security cameras caught that little girl playing at his bar after it was closed for the night. But she died more than 80 years ago.
Employees come in, they work, and once something happens, they don't want to work anymore.
We wanted to see if we could capture any evidence of paranormal activity or maybe debunk the activity that's been reported.
Sonoran Paranormal Investigations brings their high-tech gear to dozens of supposedly haunted places, like Saddlehorn. They'll try to seek out things like this mysterious shadow recorded just a couple of weeks ago. No one can say for sure just what it is, only that it was gone by morning. Employees are also feeling things too.
And we both saw a hand reach up and grab my left shoulder. We both turn around to look, and there's no one there.
The hunters cut the lights and sits in silence.
Is there someone you are trying to contact?
After hours of searching, the lights go back on.
I was kind of watching this monitor over my shoulder, and I saw something move and block out the light. Hopefully we captured whatever that was.
Those are the things that are really exciting and make us continue to do this.
The hunters say it'll take them up to a month to go through all of their evidence. Only then will they say if we were really shut inside with ghosts. I'm Steve Couge, ABC 15 News.
So, could the old Saddlehorn bar in Phoenix be haunted by a couple of lost souls? Or could there be a reasonable or a logical explanation for all of this? A random video found online with no context whatsoever was recently discovered by a few YouTubers. The creepy clip in question shows 2 girls recording something at home. What they captured will scare many. A girl is recording a fun little video walking into her sister's room when, out of nowhere, what looks like a mannequin head rotates around to face the camera. The reaction of the girl recording the video appears to be genuine and also frightens the other girl who didn't even see it move. Could this potato-like quality video be proof that this family is living in a haunted house? Or is this nothing more than a good old YouTube ghost prank video? This short clip makes up the thumbnail for this video and was originally recorded by Instagram user ChrisShutter07. The creepy clip shows a man recording himself late at night. It looks as if he's filming a quick selfie video for his friends or family when he notices a creepy looking face behind his right shoulder. It seems the short video cuts off almost as soon as the man realizes that someone or something is behind him. The creepy looking figure behind the man could be confused for something such as a ghost or spirit, but in reality it's almost certainly just a regular person in scary makeup. But what do you think? The YouTube channel Paranormal Popcorn uploaded a creepy clip in October of last year after receiving a video recorded by a friend of theirs named Jason. One night, Jason was awoken by unexplained loud noises in his home in the middle of the night. He got up to check out those noises and records the following.
Let me turn the light on. Alright, so I came out here. It's about 5:50 something in the morning. We did not, as far as I know, have an earthquake. This has happened one time before. However, this is freaky. Alright, here we go. So this is a old hutch. Let me see if I can turn the light on. Okay. Oops. Alright, so this hutch belongs to my girlfriend's grandmother. And the strange thing about it is, at the other house, I used to see reflections in the glass. Well, so we have this light that for some reason is swinging after hearing a loud noise. And we have this light, oops, there we go, that's hanging from the ceiling here, that is not swinging, it's perfectly still. There's no reason for this other light to be swinging, and there's definitely no reason for this door to be open. This is not an easy door to open. It's solid wood, and when you push it, it locks into place. The last time this happened was a month or two ago, and it happened at night, and we were not smart enough to get a camera and to try to record.
Jason got up out of bed to realize that his partner's antique cupboard had opened all on its own. He also captures a pendant light swinging from side to side. Later in the video, Jason asks the supposed spirit to move something and amazingly receives an eerie response. For that though, check out the original video over on the original uploader's YouTube channel, Paranormal Popcorn. A paranormal journey, a group out of the UK visited a haunted forest back in 2019. What was almost certain to be deleted footage soon became something worth its weight in gold after realizing something very spooky was spotted in the background.
Kev, Mark and Jamie tonight as we investigate the haunted woods somewhere in Anglesey tonight. I said tonight twice, didn't I? I just want to do a take over here as well.
So you're going over here?
That's alright. I'll do it again. Okay.
Do you want to stand in the same place or
no,
stay there?
Yeah. Joined Kev, Mark, I nearly said that. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Join Kev, Mark and Jamie Tonight, as we... Oh, fuck! Right, I'll try it.
Okay.
Join us, Gypsy Paranormal, tonight as we investigate the haunted woods.
Okay. Just go back and see what... Do it again then.
Somewhere in this haunted woods, a body was found. It didn't have a head. The death was put down to natural causes, but it wasn't until 6 months later that the head was found. Whether animals took it away, no one still quite doesn't know what actually happened to the person, how they died. It's one of those mysteries that was never solved. We're going to go to that building tonight and we're going to do some kind of investigation, maybe do an EVP, call outs and stuff like that and see if we get any responses.
There you go, you just walk out and then I'll follow you, yeah?
Yeah, there's a beagle, yeah?
Yeah. I'll stand here for a minute and...
Taking another look, near the start of the video, something or someone can be seen up on the roof looking down on the men as they record their intro to their video. The stark figure up on the roof is seen at the start of the intro, however, just a minute or so later, the mysterious figure is gone. The group that originally recorded the video seemed to think that they may have actually recorded what many would call a Shadowman, a type of spirit dark in colour, void of any detail. But what do you think this is? The guys over at the YouTube channel Paranormies uploaded the following video after they stayed overnight in a cabin out in the countryside. What they caught on camera would surprise even the skeptics.
Did you sleep?
What's that?
Did you sleep at all?
A little bit. It wasn't as it wasn't as good of a sleep as I thought it was gonna be.
I'm really tired. I didn't sleep very well. This is weird because I don't think I woke up and you woke me up.
What's that?
I don't think I really woke up other than when you woke me up, and I just don't feel rested at all.
Oh my god! Oh my god. Did you see what I saw? Man, there's somebody it looked like a reflection of somebody standing up here.
Hello?
Oh my god!
The guys are talking about how well they slept the night before when all of a sudden the recorder pans around towards the TV. What he sees in the TV reflection would be sure to give anyone nightmares for weeks. The guys quickly get up to check it out but come up empty-handed. Also, a bucket of pallets seem to have been knocked over without any sound and without the guys noticing. It seems as if the guys over at the Paranormies YouTube channel may just have caught something ghostly on camera that morning. Check out the full video over on the Paranormies YouTube channel. The guys over at Project Ghost and Visually Creeped TV investigated the Heart to Bar and Grill in Woodruff, Wisconsin. While performing a spirit box session at the bar, the guys capture something that amazed many of their viewers.
If you're sitting down with us, can you leave this bar and move your chair? If you have the power to do so? Are you behind us? Yeah. Are you behind us? Are you behind us?
The guys are midway through their investigation of the bar and grill, asking questions aloud to whoever or whatever may haunt the building. when all of a sudden they unknowingly record what can only be described as a shadow of a child darting by against the wall. There's no doubt that the guys caught something truly paranormal on camera that night. Check out the original video in full over on their channel, Project Ghost. Laura from the cooking YouTube channel Laura's Kitchen did a live stream in March along with her son Max, where they chatted with viewers from around the world. Like Laura states in the description of the original video, everything was going fine until a subscriber or livestream viewer noticed something odd in the background.
So grab the buttons so they can see what they look like. So we bought the dog these buttons, and they're programmed. That one says play, right, when he steps on it. So anyways, for a month, Oscar has been walking around the house saying to me, your mom is dead. And it really got me upset. It was getting me very emotional because she did pass away like 20 years ago. And I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, you know, for a solid month. And then finally he stopped getting a reaction out of me. So we were at the back door and the dog had to pee. And there's a button that says pee pee by the back door. And I'm like, wow, you know, it's been quiet. Oscar has not bothered me all day. This is great. I think he's finally over this, right? So I said to the dog, hit the button. You want to go pee pee? Hit the button. So he hits the button and it goes, your mom's dead. What the? What was that? So anyways, I hear in the back by the stairs, because the stairs are in the opposite direction, I hear so yeah, that's an evil story. Oh my God. Oh, Tracy saying hi. Oh. What else are we hearing here? Is my house haunted? Is my house haunted? Why? What's up, Angie? Sorry, typing too fast to spell it right. I don't know. Sometimes I get a feeling there's something happening in my house, but I don't. Oh. No. Yeah, it's haunted. The dog wants to go for a walk. What did she see?
I heard something in the background earlier, but
I thought I heard something. Nothing's right. Sorry, typing too fast. That's strange. The cabinet behind you just opened and closed on its own. What? Is that what that was? Ah! The f is that? What was that?
oh my.
Ah! Get the f out of here.
What the hell?
What was that? What the f was that?
Laura said that she and her son decided to do a live stream because they weren't quite ready for bed that night. However, after this happening, I'm guessing they both probably didn't get a lot of sleep for a while. While Laura is talking to her livestream viewers, a kitchen cabinet door opens and closes on its own, followed a minute or so later by one or two objects flying out of that same cabinet. Laura wrote in the description of the original video for people to leave comments, as she truly didn't know what just happened. So, what do you think is going on here? Could Laura's house be haunted? Drop a comment down below. The following video was recorded by YouTube user spoatulike, filmed near York Cathedral in 2008. This clip was initially supposed to be nothing more than a walk through town. However, something was caught on camera that gave the filmer nightmares for weeks. A ghostly face was caught on camera looking out of a window in York. The strange face looks out from a window only to duck back in after being seen. The unknown entity was caught on camera in a house next to a men's wear shop just down from York Cathedral. Till this day, it's unknown who or what this was. Previous viewers have one thing in common though, as they all think it's super creepy. Eric Gunner recently uploaded a video on one of his secondary YouTube channels showing himself walking through a house in the dark. What he managed to capture that night was downright terrifying.
Pero supongo que pasó como 2 horas. Es que me quiero acercar. Hola. Hola. ¿No se movió ahí? Hola. Ay, qué cabrón. Ay. Oh, no, espera. Se está moviendo. Esta también se estaba moviendo cuando recién salí. Están escuchando ruidos otra vez. ¿Se movió? Podría jurar que se movió el sillón. Se los juro. ¡Ay, cabrón! No, ya. La chingada ya.
Eric is plucking up the courage to walk through his or someone else's house after hearing some odd noises. He walks into what looks like a living room to see something as scary as you can probably imagine. What appears to be the face of a woman peers out from behind a wall. Looks towards Eric and then moves back out of sight. Eric, obviously frightened by this, retreats back into another room. Between this scary-looking figure peeking out and the alleged poltergeist activity that just occurred not long after seems to be a recipe for a horror movie. Check out the YouTube channel Full Gunner for the full video. Uploaded by Mifio-kun TV2, this video shows a Japanese film crew travel out to the former Fukiaji tunnel just outside of Tokyo back in 2011. The film crew hoped to capture something creepy on camera after hearing many scary stories. Initially, the group didn't think they caught anything while they were out there. However, upon further inspection, they discovered they might have just caught something ghostly after all.
この辺でいいですかね。写真撮ります。
スローで再生してみよう。写真撮ります。見えただろうか。
What looks like the silhouette of a figure can be seen standing just a few feet from the group. However, at the time, this wasn't seen. It wasn't until they were editing did they see this creepy and unknown figure peering back at them. It's thought that this group that produced the documentary all those years ago may just have captured a real ghost on camera. But, as always, what do you think? Chris from the YouTube channel Urbex Hill recorded and uploaded something that everyone in the paranormal community loved. And when I say loved, I mean it gave everyone the chills. While exploring a tunnel, Chris captured something on camera that just can't be explained. Chris states that he traversed more than 10 miles that day exploring the tunnel system. It wasn't until about halfway through did he have one of the most terrifying experiences of his life. A weird and just plain creepy figure of sorts can be seen moving out from behind one of the walls of the tunnel, to quickly dart back in within a split second. Perhaps Chris caught something truly horrifying on camera that day. Something that will most likely haunt his and many of his viewers' dreams for weeks to come. Now this video might not be much, however the man who recorded the short clip must have thought something of it, seeing as though he stopped his construction work to check it out. Take a close look at the window in the old church.
Recommended LASIK provider, offering customized LASIK that treats nearsightedness, farsightedness, and astigmatism. Right now, we're offering our best pricing, starting as low as $250. That's right, starting as low as $250, but only at LASIK Plus, and only for a limited time.
At LASIK Plus, I had my LASIK in the morning, was seeing 20/20 that night, and was matching up the very next day.
For this limited time offer, report for 4/3/2020 or go to LASIK250.com to schedule your free LASIK exam today.
By the sound of it, it appears that the man stopped just long enough to record the short video of what he may have thought was a ghost in the window of the church. However, judging by the height of the window, it might suggest that this isn't just a regular person walking or moving by. But I guess you never know. The original uploader, HookRock1065, nor their viewers know what they're looking at here. The white shadowy movement was at least cause for concern for a few viewers, but what do you think's happening here? This last creepy video comes from a TV show that aired in 1996 called Haunting Australia. The small segment came from a longer episode which focused on stories about the paranormal, aliens, and other unexplained events. Although this upcoming story is quite slow to get going, what eventually is captured on camera shocked many, even the producers of the show and many viewers that saw it all those years ago.
The Rashid family is something of a miracle in itself. An American story of Lebanese immigrants settling in the New World, seeking and finding good fortune, and propagating so widely that its members are in every state. Life magazine, Look magazine, and many other journals have, through the years, reported on how the Rashids grew in number to 3,500 and produced their own family newspaper each month. Dr. Philip Rashid is one of 18 children born to a beautiful and extraordinary woman named Saida.
My mother was a tiny woman. She weighed 85 pounds and she's about 5 feet tall, but she had the aggressiveness and the intelligence. She couldn't read nor write a word of English, but she had an adding machine in her head, and she learned to speak Spanish, French, Arabic, and English. She educated herself. She didn't solve our problems for us, but what she did was show us how to cope with it. And that's where she came through.
The relationship between Philip and his mother is at the core of an epic saga of love, remorse, and redemption. Before reaching its final wondrous finale, it would take his life from wealth and flamboyance down into the deepest pits of depression.
I felt like I didn't see the trees, I didn't see the leaves on the trees, I didn't see the birds, I didn't see the flowers. I became in another world. I felt lost. I felt, I hated myself. I thought, what did you do? You killed your own mother that you felt that was the feeling I had.
From earliest childhood, Philip Rashid's admiration for Saida knew no bounds. He believed he had the perfect life with the perfect family. He was always an extremely religious man, once considered the priesthood. In the town where he settled, Fairfield, California, he was a respected oral surgeon, but he also became a sort of master of ceremonies for every social, charity, and cultural event he could involve himself with.
I was a show-off. I wanted to get on the stage and have everybody give me a standing ovation, which I deserved. I was a happy-go-lucky person.
And then came the day Philip Rashid would do something that would change the course of his life forever.
All of a sudden, my younger sister, there were three of us there, the oldest and youngest and myself, and she says, Philip, she hollered for, you better hurry, something's going on with Mom. And I ran in the room, and there she was struggling for air, and I dived right in and put the head back and started the routine treatment.
There was a moment there when Philip felt that his mother's life was in his hands alone.
I worked at it maybe for just kept at it thinking, she's coming back, and no way.
Saida passed away while in his hands.
And at that moment, I felt I'm the guilty one. I thought maybe had I not taken her to the doctor, maybe if we didn't give her these pills, maybe this, maybe that. And I felt, well, it was my error, that I'm the cause of this.
Saida's doctor probably didn't help his spirits when he later explained a theory on heart massage.
He said, I think maybe you don't feel bad because you didn't want to hurt your mother. And in giving the percussion, I was a little easy about it when I should have really, you know, but I just couldn't do that. I couldn't beat on her like that.
From that day, Philip Rashid would enter a world of bleak remorse. He would lose his flamboyance. Possessions no longer had their appeal. His practice lost its joy.
I was good for nothing. I burned out all day long. I'd see patients, and it'd work in my mind. It's funny, I can save this patient, and I couldn't do that for her. It would always come back to me.
In those bad years, Philip would sometimes look for signs, some signal from anywhere that would say his mother forgave him.
I drive down the highway and imagine I see the telephone pole look like a cross. There's the vision. Now, that's what she's telling me. That's it. Then I give it's a telephone pole. Well, that wasn't it.
And with the ever-deepening depression, Philip Rashid's health would begin to deteriorate. But one of his visits to his doctor would again be the next epic turning point of his life. It happened 4 years ago.
I was having some trouble in breathing, and the doctor felt I should have a complete chest x-ray of the lung.
As he sat in the reception area awaiting the results, Philip heard a small commotion among the nurses in the examining room.
The nurse that took the x-ray and the technician I was waiting in the reception room, and she's, my God, look at this. And so I thought, my God, there must be cancer then, because of the way they're reacting. And the doctors ran in, and nurses and technicians, and they're all looking. And I thought, well, I've got to go in there. So I barged in, and I looked at it, and they says, take a look at this.
And there on the light board was the side x-ray of his chest. And as he got closer, Philip Rashid's heart began to pound.
First thing I looked at, I was looking for the pathology, because I know the cells and so forth. And And I started looking around at it because I didn't think to look at the end here, because this is where the bulk of the material was. And I was trying to see, well, do I see something there? It looked like it could be connected to cancer. And they had said there's something strange about this, but they didn't tell me where it was. But when I moved into the outer portion, then I saw and I looked and I said, well, gee, here's something. And my God, that's my mother. That's her picture, that's her.
The sign. It had to be the sign. Look at this photo of Saida. Even the outline of her hair bud, her facial structure, the brow. Dr. Philip Rashid, an extremely intelligent, rational, and religious man, the significance of this moment shook him.
I asked to have a copy of the x-ray, and I left the clinic and got into my car, and I picked it up and held it again and looked at it. I had gone maybe half a block, and I began the tears rolling. And I stopped the car and I cried.
There are doubters, even among his own family, but all agree it is their mother's face.